What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the nerd. I said if we couldn't have Prime here to talk about the casting for the Mike movie, we definitely could have him to here to talk about this last review that we're going to do. And that was a new documentary on Netflix. And this documentary was called The Greatest Night in Pop. So for those who don't know what that means or what that is, it is the whole night that they recorded and got together We Are the World. You know, that famous song from 1985. And a lot of people probably, to the younger people, I don't know what that song is, but
that's crazy.
It is crazy, but there is a lot of us that definitely know what We Are the World is.
Bro, because it was everywhere.
Everywhere.
You could not escape We Are the World if you wanted to.
And they made a good point. True. Yeah, they made a good point. Everywhere you went, you may not know the words, but you definitely knew the melody. You definitely knew the melody. So I was like, okay, well, I'm interested in watching the documentary, and I'm also interested in watching the documentary with Lady Sketch, because for those who don't know, Lady Sketch is not a Lionel Richie fan.
The fact that we have to preface that is crazy to me.
Yeah, because no, I'm just prepping everybody, because just in case you want to say some shit, they're like, damn, why you on Lionel? I'm like, she not a fan of Lionel. And don't worry, everybody has some people that are not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Morris Day at the Time at all.
Bro, he hates Morris Day at the Time more than I hate Lionel.
Come on now. See.
What's that spell?
Ass. And I'm pretty sure Prime has somebody that he don't like out there neither, but he just ain't gonna tell nobody.
He's not gonna say it
because he probably work with them.
Professionally. We don't work with these people.
If I had to think of one off the top of my head,
Teddy Riley.
Ayo.
No. See, I would say, low key, I would say King, but I guess he grew on me from the last tour, so maybe I probably would have said King.
You mean, ooh, sure rock?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
All right, so the greatest night, the greatest night in pop for We Are the World. So Lionel Richie's on there, and he talks about that at this time Lionel Richie left the Commodores. He's a big sensation now. He is Lionel Richie's all night long. So that's what you talk about at the beginning. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw. We talking about that stalker ass song. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you she was looking for.
So as of right now, he is, just living it all. So he gets this call. I believe he gets the call from Harry Belafonte, who is, first of all, Harry Belafonte is, big in himself, okay? It ain't like, he just some little guy with like, hell, I don't know. This is Harry Belafonte, okay?
By the 80s, he was an icon.
Exactly. So, singer, dancer, entertainer, actor, activist, Harry Belafonte. And so, along all that, he has, he went over to Africa and see that, the starving children and starving people in Africa, and they were showing some really gruesome sights. All the sights stuff that you see back in the 90s with a commercial with the kids with the big belly.
The arms of the angel.
Exactly. The flies all over and everything. Just very depressing stuff.
Wait a minute.
They showed that. They did show that. And he got the call, and that he wanted to do something for famine relief in Africa. And he says, you know what? We got a lot of white folks that be helping out black people, but we need black people helping out black people. And I agree. Come on, this is Harry Belafonte. This man marched with King and has done activist work in the civil rights movement. So it's like, yeah. So he wanted to what was it? Lionel Richie after that called Quincy Jones. Is that how it went?
They tried to call. Wait, he called Quincy, and then they tried to call Stevie. There you go. I think that's the order of how it went.
Yeah, because he's like, okay, well, we need a song, Daddy. You know how quick you talk. So Lionel Richie was supposed to call Stevie so they can write a song. Okay, it's Stevie Wonder Stevie Wonder's genius.
It take him a long time to find the phone.
Straight Negro. Okay, I'm a straight ninja. I'm gonna use that word. Okay. He said he called Stevie. He said, "No, Stevie get back to you when Stevie get back to you.
He is on his own time."
So Quist was like, "Hey, look."
Okay, real quick. Not to be. Did y'all see that video of Stevie Wonder recently?
Huh?
Did you see that video of Stevie Wonder recently?
No, you're not talking about the one from the Grammys
with Mariah Carey.
I didn't see. I only saw people making fun of it. I haven't seen the original clip.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, so she was standing next to him, and she had a mic, and he didn't know that she had a mic. So he trying to reach to his piano to get the mic, to reach it up, to hold it like Vince McMahon style, like hold it like Mean Gene style.
Yeah.
But she wasn't there.
No.
That's fucked up.
Where is his handler?
That is fucked up.
So many times I've seen him and I'd be like, where is his handler? Somebody is slacking.
It is. So, Lionel was like, hey, what you said? Look, hey, Daddy, I'm going to see Michael tomorrow.
You have to chill, bro.
So, you want me to go and talk to him? And Lionel was like, cool, so it's Michael fucking Jackson, okay? We're in 1985.
He's Michael fucking Jackson already.
Yeah, it's Thriller was 2 years ago. It got the short end of the stick, but Thriller was 2 years ago. He's now Michael fucking Jackson, okay? He's the guy that we know. So I was like, okay, well, he's a great songwriter as well also. So Mike jumped to the idea, and then and at first the only thing Mike was going to do was just write the song, help write the song, because he didn't want to be on their tour. This was the time in the age where Mike was just like, I don't want to be overexposed. I want to keep myself a mystery and stuff like that.
Okay.
Let's
go with that.
Yeah. Let's go with it.
Because you can't. How are you a mystery, my man? We've seen you since you were 5.
Yeah, but I was to say, but see, it ain't like on social media. You can see this man go. That's like, you had to wait till like the next performance, and from that time, from like after Thriller happened, after the Victory tour, he wasn't touring or nothing like that until '87.
I understand. Like, I understand
he had in the mid '80s was like Captain EO.
I understand how it worked. It was just like, okay.
So, they went to Havenhurst. Lionel Richie went to Havenhurst so they can record the song. And the stories that Lionel Richie was telling about just being with Michael at Havenhurst, the one that comes to mind was when they was up there recording, and all he heard was "woof woof, shut up, woof woof, shut up." Like, he was like, Mike, what the hell going on? He said, "Oh, that's just the parrot and the dog arguing in the kitchen."
Why?
He said, "Why in the kitchen?"
The dog is mad because the parrot can talk, and the parrot is mad because the dog won't shut up. That is an argument.
That's not a real life place.
Only at Havenhurst that can happen.
I was about to say, it's not a real life
Only at
place.
Havenhurst that can happen.
Or the zoo.
Yeah. No, not even at the zoo. They don't put them together.
Exactly. So you're right. Only at Havenhurst.
Lionel did some of the melodies, and then also I forgot who asked because I wish I wrote these people's names down so I can. Who was the white manager guy who asked that doesn't need to be all black people?
I think it was Ken Krager or something like his name was.
Yeah.
The one that was at the awards when it was happening.
Oh, at the awards when it was happening.
Yeah, that was him.
And then it's like, no. Anybody that's hitting around with music can, come in here and do this.
Can you please stop doing the quiz face, please? I'm begging.
So that's when they went out and they started getting all kinds of artists that they had. And we started getting names like Kenny Rogers, Paul Simon, James Ingram.
Okay, so why he had to be included with the non-black?
No, I was actually just reading. I was reading that list, my man. Yeah, no. Billy Joel, Willie Nelson, Bruce Springsteen. So they start. So it was like kind of like how espionage, and they would go after each person like, do we got him? Do we got him? Do we got him? Right? And so Prince was on the list.
Of course he was.
Prince was on the list, and we'll come back to Prince. So the first one they really focused on was like Bruce Springsteen, who was just coming off tour.
Like literally the day before this happened.
Yeah, just coming off tour. And first of all, before I Bruce Springsteen, they had to sit there and figure out how we're going to do all this. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, we can create a date, because everybody's not going to be available on certain dates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, we're going to create a date. It's going to be at the American Music Awards, because Lionel Richie's hosting it. Everybody's going to be there. At least the majority of people are going to be there. And so, afterwards, we're going to record this song, because we'll have everybody, and that's on everybody's schedule already. So, we'll do it that way. Okay, I'm like, you know what?
I ain't gonna lie to. I would have just set it up backstage, so you have more people be there.
Well, I guess it.
Well,
I mean,
how far was the studio from there? Did they ever say?
No, they didn't.
I don't know, but I'm saying backstage, you don't have to have nobody leave to go to, pull up. You could just do it all there.
But you would have had to create a space to record that instead of just having people come.
And I'm about to say
to the studio. Also, do you want everybody back there?
Exactly, and you got all event people. Those people got to work.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you wanted, you could have snuck in Prince. That's all I'm saying.
I still don't know why Dan Aykroyd was there. No one answered that question during the documentary.
Don't worry, we gonna get to all that. Cause I got some unanswered questions also. So that was the big game plan that they was going to do, and then they start going down the list. Bruce Springsteen just came off a tour. And then they asked him, so after he gets off the plane, he wasn't even going to the award show, but he decided to go there that night. So Bruce Springsteen was got. And then they kept on going down the list of different ones, Kenny Loggins and Steve Perry.
Listen, Kenny Loggins was in there giving it up, okay? He said, soul? You want some soul?
Yes. Hall and Oates? Yes. They did include Oates.
You got to show, bro.
So Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
Sorry, Cyndi Lauper.
No, he was right. No, he was right. They did include Oates, because I definitely ain't see him.
Nobody coming back for Oates. Every time I think, nigga, Hall does, I keep thinking about that Family Guy skit that they did.
That's horrible.
And so they were sitting there talking about doing a countdown to the American Music Awards, which Lionel Richie was hosting, and he was saying that him and Mike would talk, like playing like they had all the time in the world, and then they really didn't, and then all of a sudden, okay, well, now we quit. Like, hey, look, I need a song, and they got to work and doing it. Now he was sitting.
Oh yeah, because Steve was supposed to get back to him, but he didn't. So
yeah, he definitely didn't. So not even till the last minute. So they were sitting there trying to get
not even till the last minute. He literally just didn't even like. First of all, how you know you're supposed to write the song? Then show up knowing you're supposed to write the song, just like what the song is.
What y'all mean y'all wrote the song without telling me? We did tell you.
So they Lionel Richie was sitting there like, okay, so Mike had all these cassettes and everything of just hums because Mike don't play.
Which they should have released them, by the way.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Michael already has said the musician is Randy in the Fed, but that's the one that plays everything. I'm just sitting there like, I want to hum this thing all out. So he was like, okay, well, now we got a song of hums. We got to translate this into world, and he started doing the We Are the World stuff like that. And then then he sent it to Quincy, and when Quincy heard it, he was like, oh man, look, I fell on the floor. And that's what he said. He said, I fell out. And it's funny because when we was watching the Prime, that's what Lady Sketch was just like, now that's a better reaction than I stood up and threw my hat across the room. Nah, come on now. I bet that's what he said when they was booing him too. He said he threw his hat against the wall.
I was still simmering about that, so I was like, now I'm just mad at him right now.
He was getting strays last night. When we was watching, he was
like, that's the plot twist I like. That's why he
yeah. So to speed up a little bit, as we're getting close to the awards, they start naming names. I was like, Sheila E. I know Sheila E. was part of this. So, but
we get to it.
We'll find out why in a minute, right? So
it's the reason why you know.
So, as I was in the awards, the only one at the studio is Michael. He didn't go to
before you get to the shooter part.
Yeah.
Even when they started showing like her highlight reel, I'm like, what are they showing her for? Like, I'm confused. I'm talking about like a whole highlight reel. I'm like, why are they? What is this for?
Yeah.
And then yeah.
What did Sheila do to you? What?
Just saying. No, I'm just saying because I knew she wasn't in it, so that's why I was so confused. Like I didn't even know I didn't watch the trailer or nothing before, so I didn't even know.
Man, look,
she showed up.
I ain't gonna lie, she shocked me as well. I was like, Sheila, because I don't look at Sheila as a singer, but then again, we had a lot of people that
she
could have played the instrument.
No, she could sing enough that she could be in a choir setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people did that couldn't. So,
So Michael was already like he said, Michael's at first he didn't go right to something, but now he's gonna put his all into something. When he does, he's gonna put his all into something. That man, huh?
No, I was there, but I was definitely about to say why he wasn't there, but he had no albums at the time, so that makes sense.
Yeah, he did. I'm just saying, but he was in a couple categories that was going to square up against Prince, and like Lionel Richie said in the documentary, he said that rivalry was real, and we already know it was just. This is 1985. It was 5 years ago where Prince got embarrassed. I guarantee you Prince ain't forgot that.
Absolutely.
No, he
ain't nobody told him to jump on the street light and fall off.
Nobody told him to come up here and try and do all this extra stuff.
I'm saying so. Yeah, and I already know.
And where was that big dude you took onto the stage at the AMAs when you was jumping on street lights?
What was the name of Prince's bodyguard?
Chick or
Chuck
or something like that.
First of all, he was there. He rolled his shoulders.
Oh, you what he did?
Yes.
Well, where was he at when that thing was coming down?
He ain't catch him. That is a big son bitch. When they even in the documentary, they was talking about Prince's bodyguard and how big this son bitch was. Like to the point where it's just like this man.
He's probably twice. He was like two princes.
Like seriously,
imagine you stood Prince on his shoulders, his own shoulders. That's how big this man was.
Yo, so he like 6 feet.
Ayo, don't do my man Prince like that, yo. Oh my god.
So when they all started arriving at the studio, and they said, okay, so they got certain jobs. Lionel Richie was the one that was there in the trenches to put out little fires and keep everybody together. Quincy Jones was, I'm there to be the director. I'm there to get the music together.
Michael John was don't talk to me.
Absolutely.
He said Michael's job.
Michael's job was to side eye other people.
His job was don't talk to me. I'm tired.
Yo,
that's his job.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a fan. Yo, Mike was an MVP doing this thing on certain things. When they was arguing about little things, he was like, look, I got a solution. Let's wrap this up. Okay, cool. You like it? Let's keep it moving. As they bringing in, you saw people coming in, and they start trying to get the people. So they're like, okay, let's go right into it. We got to get the chorus and the harmony together. And Quincy had a sign that said, check your ego at the door. But they already said, we got too many egos in here.
Absolutely.
And there's some people that can't be some problems. Let me tell you something. I've heard Jermaine Jackson say this in his book. Stevie Wonder is one of the most annoying motherfuckers to work with.
Because he play all day.
He play all fucking day. Like a fucking child.
That's well, I mean, if y'all just stop snatching people up out of their childhood and turning them into superstars, maybe we wouldn't have these problems.
Yeah, but I don't want anybody to say I'm taking it as saying as a negative thing towards Stevie Wonder.
No, but that's what it is.
But I'm just like, yo, Stevie, bro, it's like 3 a.m. I need you.
Sit down and play that keyboard like I told you. Play that tambourine. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So,
I think he want to get all serious. I think he want to get all serious out of nowhere.
Who, Stevie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what language are we singing this in? We got to sing it for the Africans, right? No, we sing it for the Americans. And what language do they speak? English.
somebody said they don't even speak Swahili in Ethiopia.
He said, well, we need to find out what language they speak so we can talk to them. He said, see, we're not talking to them. We're talking to the Americans.
We're talking to the people who about to get money to this.
Yeah. It was funny because Stevie, I forgot who was the guy who did the pre-match speech to tell everybody why we're here.
The what?
That was the guy. Come on,
there. Who the one who cut the promo about the African kids being
the one that did the band-aids?
Yeah, the dude that did the live aid.
Yeah. When he told everybody the seriousness of this, but it was funny because now we just get to the bullshit because Steven just starts singing in Swahili. It was like no one, like a cold opening. He just goes into it, and everybody's like, Aldros was like, "Hey yo, what is that?"
And then she said, "Key Swahili," and Cyndi Lauper rolled eyes.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we doing this now. So, so when they were sitting there, like she was like, we should have a part of the song in Swahili. Look. I appreciate you, repping.
Trying to take it back to the culture.
I think his name was Bob Gino, something like that.
I'm pretty sure it's like Gayloff or something like that.
Oh, okay.
If I'm remembering from the documentary correctly.
Okay. And so there was this discussion around there, and that's what Lionel Richie had to go around there and put out. About the different fires.
Nobody put out the fire. Waylon Jennings leading though. So okay.
Yeah, Waylon was up there at the top of the queue. Was just like, hey, ain't no good old boy ever seen this Swahili.
No stairs too.
Yeah, and walked out. So we lost one. And I was like, oh damn, that happened. To be completely honest with y'all, I did not know we lost people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So when he walked out, I was like, dang, who else maybe walked out? Because
I
didn't count how many people. I didn't count how many people came in, and they said not everybody had solos. So I'm like, oh, who else? Probably walked out. Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, so damn. So what else is gonna happen? So Mike was up there like, okay, why don't we do like we ought to? What was it?
Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-linga or something like that.
Yeah, so I did.
Mama said.
It said like, hey, can we do it like that? And so it kind of like. Compromise here is something that we could all kind of sing, but instead of trying to like learn language, like Stevie like knew it.
He was like on it.
But I was just like, that, bro, we can't do that.
No, the part that Mike did, I really liked that he just like shut everybody up when it's like we need a second chorus part. You know what I'm talking? And it was like, all right, well, everybody just say, I don't know how to say like, you know what I'm talking about though, right? The second, like the second. I don't know what you call that layer.
You talking about after Creeper Stash? Smokey Robinson was like, "What we saving? Who we watching? What we doing?" I was just like, "Sir."
He said, "You gotta understand because see, me and Mike, I knew he was 10 years old. He my little brother."
And Lionel Richie, my brother.
Yeah. And see, back in Motown, this is how we talk to each other. So I was.
Yeah, we got to get down to the point. We got to see what's going on. But, okay.
Nobody stopped him from singing in Spanish on Motown 25, though.
No. not a damn soul.
See, that's because he was in control of it. That's why. He was like, "This is my show."
So it's getting late at night. It's like because they keep showing the clock, right? As
that old school clock radio that's on everybody mama dresser.
Exactly. It's like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm. And they haven't done anything.
We haven't really got to the solos nothing yet. So they was like,
I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have not left. I probably would have like took a nap or something.
They ordered
Roscoe 2 a.m.
I would have Roscoe chicken and waffles.
I would have did whatever the Jacksons was doing. Would have been doing just that, which is probably nothing. So.
You said I was gonna sit there and do whatever the Jacksons is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Which they was just there. So they were. The one part I liked was when it was just like Ray Charles was sitting there like, yo man, I gotta go to the bathroom. And Steve was like, okay, it's right down here. I'll show you where it is. Wow. And he was just like, yo, it's literally we having the blind lead the blind to the bathroom.
This sounds like a recipe for disaster. Now some janitor came in talking about saying, who pissed in my closet?
It's so fucking wrong, dude. That's so fucking wrong. That is so fucking wrong.
I know that was bad. That was bad, y'all. Please don't do me too bad.
That was so fucking wrong. So
this is the 80s. Accessibility was not as accessible.
So throughout the time they were showing it, and I know you see this part, they kept showing Bob Dylan, right?
Bob Dylan was struggling.
When
when they see the thing is, I thought he was one of the people that left because when they showed him when it was doing the full chorus part, they zoomed in on just him. Yeah. And he was just like,
I said, this man.
That was a petty cameraman, by the way.
He looks uncomfortable.
I probably would have been doing the same. No, actually, it depends on what my job was. If it's my job to get everybody like together and you just gonna zoom in on him, I'm like, all right, you being petty. But like, if it's your job to get individual people,
yeah,
I'm glad they got him because he was looking like he said that he was on drugs and he just didn't want to sing. So I thought he was gonna be one of the people that leave because of the other guy had left. They had already showed the other guy left already. So
yeah.
I was like, any second now, he about to walk out. And then they kept showing him throughout the night. So I was like, I think he must have been one of the people that left.
Bob Dylan hung in there for Quincy and Stevie. That was it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, Bob, bro, he is not getting this right now. I was like, it's okay, baby. We gonna get this.
He about to leave at any second.
So then now to go back to Sheila E.
Oh, Jesus.
So Sheila was there and she was sitting there, okay. And everybody was sitting there asking her, "Is Prince coming?" But
she didn't say who was asking her, right?
No, not to my knowledge, unless I missed it. Did she?
Well, I think Lionel, Esther, and somebody else might have asked. Probably Quincy.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, because I think she said people, but she could have meant like the other people that was on the song, and not because I'm like, I'm not just saying I'd be wrong if Lionel and Quincy was asking, but I'm saying like if it was other people, that would make sense for her to leave rather than like Quincy and Lionel because they kind of was in charge.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel.
But I mean, I can see Quincy asking her like, "Hey, is Prince coming?" So she'll call Prince, but she already knew that Prince overall probably wasn't gonna come.
But why did she just say that from the beginning? She could have just still been on the song.
Well, because she said Lionel Richie told her at the awards that they wanted her to sing a verse, and that's how they got her there.
But they probably did want her to sing a verse. They were just asking if he was coming. Like she could have just said, "No, I don't think he's coming."
Prince.
Yeah, because they did say that Prince had a line. That's how Huey Lewis ended up with a solo.
Well, they could have shared the line or whatever, sure. But I'm saying like she could have just said off rip. She could have just said off rip. Yeah, I don't think he's coming.
Well,
and then she would have still had her little solo over there.
No, well, see, that wasn't good
enough. It would have been like, we all aware. Okay, really quick. Yeah. Do you think she would have tried to incorporate her style in there?
Yeah, because Quincy asked her to do that. He asked all of them to sing your style.
So it would have been like, we are the world, doom, 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 and then that's her solo. That's it.
Well, listen, maybe not, because Prince tried to come in and tell us, I want to do a guitar solo in a separate room.
I was doing so.
What?
Lionel calls Prince. Hold on, Brian. Lionel calls Prince, and he was like, he was like, I want to do a guitar solo, but I want to be in a separate room. And he was like,
my man, what?
He said, no.
Yeah, I love Prince, but what?
He said,
no, first of all, that is a lot of people. So,
but
and they
the whole purpose
people,
of the song and the picture and to be on the album cover is all of us coming together for Fan Relief in Africa to sing.
Prince said, I ain't no Swahili. No, okay, I will say though, probably in his case, because I'm honestly, I'm surprised that Mike was around that many people because that's just not how people record. So that's why I can understand why he probably had an issue, even though it's everybody coming together. It's just like I got to record in the same room as them. We looking at each other singing like that's weird.
See, now here's the thing. Because I've heard Lionel Richie talk about this in more than one occasion, different interviews. And in another interview with Lionel was talking about the We Are the World, he said Prince asked him, where is Michael standing? And then he said, Michael, whatever position Michael's going to be at, and this is where we want to put you at. And Prince was not happy with that.
Why he got to be in front of me?
He's got to be in front. But I'm saying, I understand Prince is a kind of a loner, correct?
Yeah.
So that whole thing was probably gonna work out for Prince anyway, even though they have him on the song. But,
for all the hours? Hell no.
Oh, not shit. Man, got tie his hair up.
Shut.
Yes. Gotta go.
You out of pocket.
So when Sheila even recognized it, she said, "Wait a minute. Y'all got me here, so y'all can get Prince here."
Basically.
And Prince is just like, "I'm not taking the bait." So she was just like, "Oh, okay. So I feel like I'm being used here." So I left.
She left on one of them bricks.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I might be ignorant at the time. Where was where was Whitney?
That's a good question.
Where was Luther at? Was he not? Were they not like famous? Like,
no,
were they still kind of?
They probably weren't big enough at this time. This is 85.
Whoa. At this time, 85. I don't think Whitney was that because I think because I don't think she was there because she had Jermaine house because Jermaine wasn't there neither.
Ayo.
It's
because that's not. Hush now.
Off?
Hush now.
At that time, though, Luther was pretty.
Was he though? Let's look. Let's have a guiding door.
I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, where was like
Whitney Houston's
like,
album didn't come out till 85. So
okay.
at this time, she was still singing "Back Up" for Sissy.
Okay.
And Luther.
Because now we have known in the future that Mike has become a fan of Luther.
And that's fine, but maybe Dion was like, I want to sing my own song today. So Luther can't come. Now, I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
No, I was saying, what about like the Temptations or somebody, like a group? Like, because I'm like, dang, just imagine if they.
Now, listen, let me.
No, I'm just saying, what if they would have found a part for like Melvin or something?
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
What if when this stopped becoming a Black people project, people got written out?
I was thinking about that.
I truly think that they wrote out because it was this was not called the biggest night in music. It was called the greatest night in pop.
Yeah.
So you start writing out people who are not pop.
Yeah.
And replace them with Cyndi Lauper.
If they had kept it to a all black thing,
then we would have got.
I think we would have.
All the Jacksons would have had a solo.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
They would have. They would have tried to muscle their way in.
You don't think Mike would? Like y'all took Thriller. Y'all
taking this from me.
Y'all gonna water about sit your ass down because they had another show a clip of Marlon getting mad at the way they were singing. So I was like, really? Stay in the back. Bro, stay in the back. The fuck you? There's no hip roll on him. We ought to stay in the back. What you confused about?
Hip roll.
Do what Quincy Jones.
The world is crazy.
Do what Quincy tell you to do and go home. That's what you got to. Ain't no hip roll around. Ain't none of that.
Oh my god! I'm getting the visual.
Yeah.
Him in the back.
Yeah, we are the children.
His body rolls.
We are the. That's fucked up. Probably shake his head like, dog.
Please stop.
Yeah. Marlon, buddy, you gotta take that somewhere else, man. We're trying to make music, daddy.
Please. Chill, bro.
Yo.
You need to be stopped.
Yo, no, okay, no. But I was sitting like, yo, Mario, pipe the fuck that, because there's people that's here that should be saying, don't say fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
You are here for the choir element of this.
Like Hope said, some of y'all shouldn't be here.
Some be in the category. Some of you did get robbed.
You know what I'm saying?
Luther, you might have got robbed. Yeah, some of y'all shouldn't have been in the category.
But I agree with you. If they had kept it to like the all black thing that originally what was the idea, I think you would have had Temptations. I think you would have had
Luther.
I think
somebody might even went and got Whitney.
We finally get the Bruce Springsteen solo part, and he like, yo, bro, I'm here. I'm struggling.
He said my voice is shot here now.
Shot.
Just did a whole tour.
And they just say, yo, the man sounded he had glasses though, because he was like,
his voice sounded so tired.
I should know from that. His voice sounded like how his face was looking when he was singing it.
just.
I actually felt bad for him. His voice sounded exhausted, and not even like, "Oh my God, shut up" kind of way. Like, man, get that man some tea. He is like, struggling bad.
So there was a video, and it was like outtakes of "We Are the World," and it's like 20 minutes, and I say like maybe 10, so like 7 of that 20 minutes is him, and then the other 10 is the other guy.
I'm about to say it's got to be Bob Dylan.
The one that took all them outtakes. Yeah, it was both of them together took like 20 minutes of outtakes.
That's crazy.
So, you know, he was singing his part, and you know, he was trying to get down. I was like, you can tell he's very tired, but I respect him.
Let's say I commend you for finishing this.
You know, that's probably why Obama gave him a medal. All you got to do is, you know, tell you something. You know what you did on We Are the World?
Yeah.
You kept it pushing. You know what? You know what, Barack? You my guy.
Shut up. Please.
Overall, that was what the whole documentary was. I thought it was a really good documentary.
I thought it was, for what it was, it came, it did what it was supposed to. I learned me something.
Yes.